Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Here we are looking at question number 4, A4. Although it's the Cimc from 2016. I guess I could have just said question 4 because B part stops at 3 here. But no, it's A4, so we just need a final answer, and that's what distinguishes part A from part B. And I said it quickly, but I'll say it again. The 2016 Canadian Intermediate Math Contest, Cimc. Alright, so Dina has a calculating machine labeled F, so it's a function. The function, that's what it is. That takes in one number as input and calculates an output. The machine, F, calculates its output by multiplying its input by 2 and then subtracting 3. For example, if Dina inputs 2.16 into F, the output is 1.32. Let's see if that's correct. So we multiply it by 2, we get 4.32, and then subtract off 3, 1.32. Okay, that makes sense. If Dina inputs a number x into F, she gets a first output, which she then inputs back into F to obtain a second output, which is negative 35. What is the value of x? Okay. So as I say, this F is simulating functions, and you might not be familiar with functions, but we tend to write them like this. F is the name of the function, and what sort of variable it has is x, so f of x is how we read this. Sorry if this is familiar to you. And what do we do to x? Well, we multiply him by 2 and then subtract 3. So f of x is 2x minus 3. So functions are an extra sort of added level of algebra that we can now then manipulate. And you could do this question other ways. I mean, so I'll do it with functions first, and then I'll show you another way to do it in case f of x is brand new to you and you're scared off by it. Don't worry too much about it, but I do know that these questions are aimed at 9 and 10 in terms of the grades. So f of x might not be as familiar to everyone, and you might be uncomfortable using it. But first I'm going to show you how to do it with this one. So she uses the machine twice. So that's f with f of x plugged into it. So that's 2. And f does what? It doubles the thing you put into it and then subtracts 3. Well, what's f of x? It's 2x minus 3. So 2 times 2x minus 3. And now we can expand this all out. We know that the outcome was negative 35. So negative 35 is 4x minus 6 minus 3, so 4x minus 9. Add 9 to both sides, and we'll get so we'll get 4x over here. Adding 9 to both sides, we'll get negative 26, which is odd, but okay. And divide by 4 on both sides, you'll get negative 13 over 2 is equal to x. Now, they gave us a decimal in the question, so maybe we should give them a decimal back, but I think the fraction's the better way to go. Negative 6.5. So that's if you're very comfortable with fractions. Now, suppose you're not. Suppose you're not, let's do this question a whole different way, and we're still going to get negative 6.5. So she applies this thing twice. She starts with x, gets some number, puts that back into her machine. So maybe let y equal the number she got out first. Her first output from her machine. Then y is equal to 2x minus 3. And we know when she puts y into the machine, she gets negative 35. So this is a little safer algebra, something you might be a little more familiar with at this grade level. But you'll notice that we're going to get sort of the same sort of thing. We plug in our y. We substitute it here. And we get 4x minus 6 minus 3, or 4x minus 9. And then it's just basic algebra. Add 9 to both sides to get rid of this minus 9. And we get negative 13 over 2 is x, or x is negative 6.5. So you can just put negative 6.5 in the box, that would be fine, but showing your work either way, don't show both, it would just confuse people. But pick the bottom way if you're not comfortable with f of x's and that sort of function stuff. Pick the top way if you are. And you show your work, get your final answer. And that's about it. Nothing else to say with question number 4. We're about halfway done the contest just in terms of quantity of questions. There's 9 questions overall. We're certainly not halfway done in terms of time. So for people who like watching these videos and saying, well, gee, how should I budget the 2 hours I've got? I would say after maybe question 5 or maybe even question 6, you should expect to be at the hour mark. But here, after 4, so I would probably give each of a part 10 minutes piece. So expect after 4 to be somewhere between 30 and 40 minutes into the contest. That's assuming you're going in order. And remember, you don't have to go in order. You don't have to do A1 before A2. Bounce around, read all the questions, do what you like. Anyway, that's question 4. I'll see you for question number 5 on the 2016 CIMC in the next video.